What's up guys, Zac and Bear here. Feeling very festive today because today's video is all about how to stay on track of your fitness goals around Christmas time. So as long as Bear's happy too, I think we'll get straight into it. You ready? Okay, so lately I've been filming a lot of these kind of sit down informative videos. It's just a coincidence, it's just there's a lot of things to cover and I'm enjoying them. And so you guys seem to enjoy just watching Bear just do a thing, so I thought I'll keep her in this one as well. And by the way, I didn't buy this, actually. Mum had bought this for Bear and I just play along and I put it on it.
Okay, so at this point the hunger's obviously kicked in and Bear starts scratching my arm for treats. It felt like about 1,000,000 times, so I think it's fair that we do a proper count. Let's go back.
And I just play along and I put it on it. She obviously wants some more treats. All right, Bear, but I've given you like 4 already just to get you in that thing. But anyway, guys, let's get on topic here because this is probably going to be long again. Back for another quick video, 20 minutes later. So today, guys, I do want to talk about how to stay on track on what I'm going to do around this Christmas time. So I've written a little list here. I've got about 10 things that I want to go over. So I will give you guys an ordered run through of what we're going to talk about. So straight into it, let's get into it. Number 1, just don't overthink it, guys, and don't feel guilty. So this is, people build it up because it's this whole thing, it's gonna throw me off, it's crazy. It's one day or a few days of eating bad meals. Like that's not gonna do basically anything bad for you. I mean, it might set you back a few days, but that's it. It's like, it's the same as how eating 1 or 3 days of healthy and cutting, you're not gonna notice shit. So eating 3 days, as long as you're not like crazy binging, you guys will be fine. Don't overthink it. Don't feel guilty, because if you feel what is the point of feeling guilty? If you're gonna enjoy the food, enjoy it, and at least you're getting something good out of it. Don't punish yourself after mentally. Okay, so I don't think of it as this crazy big thing. I'm dieting very hard right now, and it's not even a worry for me at all, and I'm still gonna enjoy myself. So I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna do that. So number 2, this is how I approach the days of like the holidays, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and Boxing Day. Christmas Eve, I'm half Italian, so everything revolves around food in all of these days. So Christmas Eve for me, I'll be 100% normal all day. It's my normal diet, and then for dinner, we always go to my nonna's place, and there's always like biscuits, desserts, and all that kind of stuff. So my thing for Christmas Eve is that I will try to eat as best as I can, still be in a calorie deficit because I'm dieting right now, and I will still have a few things here and there, like just to feel like I'm treating myself. So I might have a snack on this, have a bit of have a biscuit here and there, but I don't go over my calories and I don't cheat. I don't blow out or anything. But I'm probably still in a deficit. So you know what I mean? I just break the diet, but I snack here and there. So I start to loosen the reins. Now Christmas Day is where I like to treat myself. So I think, okay, today is the day where I get to treat myself. I'm gonna indulge in whatever I like, and I don't worry about it. Okay, so that's my cheat day essentially. Boxing Day, we do things on my mum's side, so then mum's family will come over, we have all the food there, but that's quite clean. And I start to get back on track a little bit, and get out of that mentality of binging and eating shit. And on Boxing Day, I'll eat the food that's not part of my plan, but I start to clean it up a bit. So for example, I'm not gonna fill up on shitty food or the fats and all the carbs. I'll probably fill up on a lot of meat, some good salads, and I start to clean it up a little bit. So it's tidy, it's quite healthy, but it's not my diet. So does that make sense? It's like Christmas Eve, I slowly start to go easy. Christmas Day is all out, and Boxing Day, I remind myself that we're gonna diet soon, but let's just enjoy it because there's always leftovers and stuff. So I start to wind down. Then the day after, it's back to normal. This is very important for me. It's the day after Boxing Day, it's like nothing ever happened and I'm back on track. I'll talk a bit about this later too. That's very important. Now number 3, training. Training is very important around this time. For me, I love it. So I need to get my training in. I'll still probably do cardio, maybe not on Christmas Day. I might go for a walk. So if you don't want to go to the gym, definitely just go for a walk or something throughout the day, break it up a little bit, or first thing in the morning if you like. Even just take your family out or just go for a walk, move around a little bit, play sport outside, do whatever. Being active is very important, I feel. And especially if you're serious about weight training, I can't pass up that ability to get that mad pump and actually make some gains. So I will usually train on Christmas, whether that's in the morning before a big lunch, or because then you feel like you earn it, or it's later in the day when everything kind of chills out a little bit, maybe 3 o'clock, and you get a bit of time, and then I'll go and get this ridiculous pump. So I actually love training on Christmas just because of all the calorie surplus. It's just awesome. And Boxing Day too, same thing. I'll probably still train. But if you guys want to take a rest feel free, but I think training is good because you can utilize it as a tool to not only burn extra calories so you're not going too far back, but also just because it's fun and you'll get a really good session out of it. Now the next 2 points might seem a little bit contradictory, but it depends on the person. So there's 2 different strategies of going about it. Now this is actually talking about the strategies to eat and to deal with it on Christmas. So you can either fast and actually combine meals together. So for example, you can get up, not eat, combine lunch and breakfast, if you like, into a big lunch. So that way you're conserving calories, you're saving them up, and you're having them in a couple of sittings. So you can really fill up, but it's not like you're going overboard. Now this might drive some people crazy. So I can do either, really. But if it's me, I probably wouldn't want to fast because then I become too food focused. But if you're the type of person that can forget about eating, then I would do that. Bear, sit, good girl. So that's where it brings me to the next point, is to actually eat a meal before you have one of these things. So if you're the type of person that struggles with control and portion control, which I mean, I do often, I would always eat until I felt mad sick. So what I would do is have a big meal of a chicken breast, heap of veggies, just pile them on, and I'd cook this before I'd have a big lunch or dinner. So especially if you're going out and you think, I really don't want to eat shit tonight, and I don't know if I'm gonna hit my protein as well. So then, easy. You actually have a meal of chicken and veggies. You might hit 350 calories, but then later you're gonna consume a lot less because you're not gonna be hungry for desserts and all the other shit. You can have a meal there and it'll feel like you're satisfied because you've already had that meal before. So that's why there's one option of fasting. There's another option of actually eating more. So I prefer the latter. I would actually like to eat a high protein meal before I go places, and just so I feel a little bit full. And then you can also just volumize it with a lot of vegetables, even make a smoothie, put spinach in there, and that way you're not gonna feel like you're starving when you get there and demolish everything. Because if I'm hungry, holy shit, I will just keep eating. If I'm starving, like it's no joke, I would eat bare if I seasoned it with a bit of rosemary, salt and pepper. And a bit of Nando's Pyrenees over the back of her head. it goes well in everything. So that's those 2. You guys have to decide which one is best suited to you. Now, like I was saying before, you guys need to enjoy this. You need to enjoy the benefits of calories. So don't think, oh, this is gonna kill my diet. This is so bad. I actually break it down and think, okay, this is a lot of sugar. This is a lot of carbs in this dessert. My training is going to be great, lad. I'm going to get an awesome pump. Or has a sodium in this. This is going to be fantastic. So it's like you have to think about you're giving yourself a giant refeed day. You may as well make the most of it and actually see if you can notice the effect it's having on your body too. So if you're particularly lean, you'll notice it like that. I mean, lately, because I'm reducing carbs, I can eat a big carb meal and I'll get a pump in my arms. And it's like, oh, this is cool. Your body's responsive. You can see what's going on. And so that's why, see if you can pay attention to actually what the food is doing to your body, and you'll enjoy it. It's pretty cool. It's pretty interesting. I know you want another one. So that's one thing you can do, is actually enjoy and think about the benefits that you're getting from those additional calories. Whether that's breaking your diet mentally, getting you back on track for the next week. Don't think of it as all bad, because it's not all bad, guys. You get some good aspects of it too. Now this one is a tip on the day. So this is what I like to do personally. So say on Christmas lunch, I like to fill up on lean meats and salads. So it's the same as when you go to a buffet. Every time I go to a buffet, and then people ask me how I eat when I'm traveling, it's the exact same. If you're going and you're hungry and you're filling up on the most calorie dense food options there, you are setting yourself up for an absolute calorie mess. So what you want to do is fill up on the low calorie foods. So your vegetables, your salads, go nuts, treat yourself, just indulge. And then you want to also get a meat too. Protein's very satiating. You can't eat too much meat. You'll feel like you're actually gonna explode. And then have a little bit of the most calorie dense ones. So I'm trying to think of really calorie dense foods. Like I'm thinking like a potato bake or something like that with cream and cheese and everything like that. You don't want to load up on that, because you will eat so much of it and you'll eat thousands of calories. So what you can do is load up on your protein, your meats, your salads, vegetables, and then little portions of everything that's pretty calorie dense. That's what I do. I like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and if I really love something, I might go back and get a little bit more. So that's why don't load your plate first. Taste everything, and if you like something, then you can go back. I mean, that's my tactic. And you'll be surprised too, you won't get that many calories. You might get 800 calories on a plate or 900 calories on a plate instead of 2,000 if you're gonna just load up on the worst stuff possible. Now, next tip here is to not overcompensate, guys. You don't wanna drill yourself and punish yourself the next day or the days preceding by eating 400 calories less every single day for a week, because then you're gonna feel like, I need to go overboard now. Or even, following, if you start to reduce your calories even more than they were, you're gonna feel like it's not enjoyable, and you're more likely to fall off the wagon again and slip up. So I just think when you're done, you are done. You're finished, that's it. You're back on your normal diet. You don't need to go crazy, extra 1,000 calorie deficit a day, extra cardio to compensate for the fact that you had that extra dessert. Forget it. Like, what's done is done. Forget it. Don't overthink it. Don't dwell on it. And don't do extra, because that is just setting you up for yo-yoing and rebounding. Now, next point is on alcohol. For me, I'm not a big drinker. Like, if it's at a family event, I won't really drink. I only drink if I'm like with mates going out with the intent of getting pretty hammered. Like, to be perfectly honest with you, I won't have casual drinks. It's just never been my thing. I don't even like the taste of beer or wine. So for me, it makes it easy. I don't drink on Christmas. I just enjoy the food. But if you guys want to drink, perfectly fine. Check the other video where I was talking about alcohol, because it's in the thing is the diet myths. Yeah, the diet myths video, because I talk about the type of drinks you should get. Basically, just limit the sugars, limit the extra carbs in them. If you're gonna drink like just straight with a mix, like, you know, vodka, lime and soda, vodka, Coke Zero, stuff like that, because you're limiting the calories, you're getting the calories from alcohol, and that's about it. And enjoy yourself too, guys. Stay safe. Now, the last and most important point is to set a date to get back on track and to get back to your normal diet, finish. This for me, like I said, is the 27th. On the 27th, I don't care how much food's in the fridge left over, I don't care who's eating what, I'm back eating my normal meal plan. Bear, I swear to God, if you keep scratching me, I'm gonna push you off the chair. I'm back eating my normal food plan. If someone just got real mad there, they're like, is he really gonna do that? Like I said, for the 5th time, I'm back eating my normal food plan. Can I just finish this sentence, for fuck's sake? By the 27th, I'm back on my normal food plan. I don't care what's in the fridge, I don't care how many leftovers, I'm just eating my normal diet again, and that's it. That's it. Because if you guys don't set a date, it's just gonna drag on, and one day is gonna go into the next, and you're not gonna keep track, and it turns into a week. Then New Year's around the corner, New Year's Eve, you start celebrating New Year's Day, and then before you know it, you guys have had 2 weeks where you've just been completely off everything. And if that's all because you didn't set one date just to get back on it. So that's why it's very important, guys, set a date, whether that's the 28th, 29th. Don't say, I'm just gonna carry it out until New Year's, and because, you know, we may as well. 3 days of dieting is gonna do you plenty. It's gonna reset your mentality instead of just thinking, I'm gonna take these 2 weeks off, okay? Very, very important here, guys. Christmas Day, Boxing Day, there's 3 days there that I'm gonna eat out that could potentially affect you in the slightest. But really, it's, in the scheme of things, it's gonna do nothing. What would do something is a week or 2 weeks of falling off the wagon and binging, okay? So very important, guys. Be smart about it, set that date, and get back on track. Don't worry about it, enjoy it. But otherwise, guys, I also want to say thank you so much for this year. It has been an awesome year. I've had a lot of fun, and I feel like I've created a little bit of a community here where everybody's very similar and very supportive, and I just want to say, real proud of it. So you guys are awesome. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I got to leave before Bear scratches my arm off. But that's it from me, guys. You know what to do. Merry Christmas and stay massive.
I got a fresh cut in the denims, all these sexy jeans in my section, and slide into your DMs in the PM and the AM, then I slide into your feelings when you see just what I'm saying.